Hi everybody, welcome to our event tonight. We're super excited to have you all on the call or listening to the recording of the call tonight. So this event actually has got lots of different names because there's this business that we do can actually appeal to a whole heap of different people and help them in their lives. So you might be listening to the recording, you might be a FIFO mum, fly in, fly out hubby like I am. I'm the mum, obviously. You might be a mum trying to create some more magic moments in your life with your kids. You might want to create a life where you get to spend time with your kids. School holidays is coming up in 2 weeks' time, and there's plenty of mums out there scrambling to try to find something for their kids to do over the school holidays. You might just want to have some extra travel money. You might be chasing a freedom or choice lifestyle. Life where you actually get to be in the driver's seat of your life and get out of that 9-to-5 grind that so many of us are in. I think particularly in New Zealand there's so many families that are seriously just getting by, and it can be really hard and really taxing, not just financially but on your relationship as well. So what we're going to talk to you about tonight is something that some of us in the call have discovered, and we're really proud and really passionate about sharing this with other people around the world, because we think that life should be fun and that sometimes there's a better way of doing things that sometimes you might not know about. So hopefully we can give you some insight into what we have discovered. So my name is Noreen McDonald. I'm a mum of a 6-year-old boy. I have been involved in the health industry for 20 years and super passionate about health. It's my primary value, really. I'm a small business owner, and as I said, I'm a FIFO mum, so my husband flies in and flies out. He works on the oil rigs. We have led that life for 20 years on and off, and prior to having our beautiful son Bo, it was pretty cool actually. I got to have a bit of me time, but as soon as we had Bo, I fell into postnatal depression, which I think was a situational thing. My husband went away and I was alone with a brand new baby. I had no support, and we really didn't have a choice but to do it because we've got a mortgage. And it was really hard times, not just for me, but probably for Bo as well. I wasn't the greatest mum in the world to begin with, but also for Aaron, having to listen to me on calls with him, bawling my brains out because I just wanted him to come home, and he couldn't do that. So the Juice Plus business sort of fell into my lap about 1.5 years ago. As I said, I work as a health practitioner. When I got introduced to the products, they made complete sense to me. And the business itself, it's grown. It's grown probably faster than what I actually initially thought it would. And it's really led me to develop a beautiful sense of community with other people, and to be around people that are positive and people who are taking control of their life. And I really love it for that. For us, this business is allowing my husband and I this year to really look at hopefully him pulling back his hours away, so spending more time at home, less time away on the oil rigs. And I never ever thought that we would find anything that would do that, because when you're a FIFO worker, you have the golden handcuffs. And even if you don't have golden handcuffs and your husband's just working in a job and you're a new mum, it's really hard. There's only 3 months of maternity leave, and many mums are facing that really overwhelming issue of having to go back into a job when all they want to do is spend time with their babies, and babies are little at 3 months. It's such a special time. This business has been a true gift to us, and the products as well have completely changed our health and that of our family and friends as well. So I just want you to just for a minute, I want you to just think about your life, and probably some of the things that I just said, you're immediately doing that anyway, thinking about how this applies to you and what you do, and maybe your husband and your kids, or maybe you want to have kids soon. And I want you to just dream again for a minute, because we forget how to dream because we're in a 9-to-5 grind a lot of the time. And I want you to just think about, what would your life look like if you could have it look like anything that you want? What would you be doing? Who would you be spending time with? What sort of hobbies could you be doing? Travel, all that sort of stuff. So it's that dream life that maybe you've always thought, oh, I can't really get there. And I want you to just imagine that dream life and have it in your mind, because we'll come back to it at the end of the call. So we're going to talk about the beautiful Juice Plus products now, and I'm going to hand it on to Anna, who's going to lead us through what we do.
Hi, good evening everyone. My name's Anna Perkins. I live in sunny Central Otago out in the country. I live on a sheep farm. I've been in the health industry as well for a long time, since I first graduated from school. I used to be a nurse, and now I am a yoga teacher, and I'm a mum of 3 very busy children. I run yoga classes in my local town, and I run retreats. So I actually been looking for a product to align myself with, because I keep getting people coming to me asking for advice on health and products and supplements. So a friend of mine has been taking the Juice Plus product. So me being a nurse and a bit of a research geek, I really looked into it a lot before I started taking it into my own body. I've been taking the product now for close on 18 months and love the change that it's done to my body and to my families. My kids have all been on it. My husband's on it. And I've just seen massive changes in my health, my energy level, and in my kids. My older daughter's had amazing changes with her eczema. And yeah, just everything about it is awesome. And I love that I can put this whole food supplement into my body every single day of the year. So probably all of us know someone that's got problems with digestive problems or hormonal or heart conditions or autoimmune or diabetes. And for me, it was about being able to share this product with maybe one of those people and helping someone along with their journey and just changing the quality of their life, and as it has done for me. So the products, very simple product range. We have fruit blend. We have the vegetable blend in the green cap, and we also have the berry blend. What I love about these products is that they are food, so they have a nutritional label, not a supplement label, which was really important to me. And it's got the ingredients of what's on it on the back, all natural, no preservatives, no additives. Awesome product and really easy. The product's picked ripe when the fruit's at its most nutrient dense, and then it's dried, the water and the sugar's taken out, and it's put into a vegan capsule. So really what we're taking is, when we take it with a big glass of water, we are making it into food really, so taking it like a big glass of juice in the morning. So we put that into our body every day of the year. And so a lot of people ask me, well, why don't I just eat more fruit and vegetables? And yeah, in the perfect world, yeah, that's great. And I do live in a pretty perfect place where I've got a massive vegetable garden, and so I do that to my own body. But I can't grow papayas and beets and cranberries all the year round. And so that's what I love about it. Every day I get to flood my body with the nutrients from that. And so it bridges that gap from what we should be eating to what we actually do eat. So the Australian and New Zealand government recommends that we have 2 to 5 servings per day, and there's probably about 2% of the population that actually does that. And the World Health Organization, they recommend that we have 7 to 13 serves a day, and I don't know if any of you on the call can say that you do that every day. Maybe one day a week I might, if I'm being really good and I have 4 smoothies. But on a whole, I can't do that. So this is where it's also, it bridges the gap. None of the product is sprayed, so they're growing for this product. And yeah, it just made complete and utter sense to me. And when I put it into my body, the proof was in the pudding. So yeah, it's awesome. Very convenient. And the other product we have is our Juice Plus Complete. So they're our micronutrients, which we get from the capsules, and our macronutrients we get from the complete powders, which come in chocolate and in French vanilla, which is my favourite. And these are made amazing blend of proteins, fats, and carbs all in one. So the blend, and we're also flooding our body with another 20 to 30 serves of whole foods with this every day. And so most people, when I ask them how many meals they get a day, and most people say 2 or 3, but the recommended, what we should be having, is 5 to 6 meals a day. And so this is what these do. So for those days where you're out on the run, and like for me, I'm really busy, I leave here in the morning. I left here this morning at 8 o'clock. I had to get the kids dropped off to school. I had to go and teach a yoga class. And I drove to Alexandria and taught 2 more yoga classes. I take one of these with me, throw it in my drink bottle. You can make it into a smoothie, but today I just chucked it in a cold bottle of water, shook it up, and I had all this nutrients. And this will last me a good 3 hours of being really nourished. So I'm not driving into somewhere and buying a bag of nuts, which I would quite often do as well, and eat the whole lot. So this just really, really nourishes you, and it tastes amazing. Yeah, it's all plant-based and really convenient in these sachets, so you can take them with you. Really convenient to use. And the other product that we have, which is really dear to my heart, because I've got 3 very active children who are pretty good with the vegetables that they eat, but on a whole, I can't get them to eat what they should every day. So we have the soft chews, which come in vegetable and also in berry, and also the vegetable. And they're really yummy. They're little soft chews, really yummy to eat. And they're also good for the adults. So those adults that can't swallow capsules. So the big kids can also have these. And I do find myself occasionally putting my hand in and taking a couple as a sneaky afternoon snack. They taste good and really good for prevention for disease for the kids as well. So boosting their immunity. My daughter, she just started a boarding school and she just got really sick, and I said, have you been taking a juice class? And she said, oh no, I haven't. So I upped her dose, gave her to take in the morning and at night, and she's bounced back and she's great again. So, and that just really reinforced that fact that she needs to have this food into her body every day. So, I am really rest assured that I'm doing the best thing for me and my family. And I just love sharing this product, and it's very easy to share because you see the benefits, and the research is done. The company is the most researched product of this type. You're not peeing it out the toilet. There's no bright coloured pee. Yeah, awesome. So, but I'm going to, I think, Maggie, are you going to share your product story as well?
Yeah.
So I'll hand it over to you.
Hi there. Right, so I'm just going to share a little bit about kind of my product story and how I felt since we started taking this. As some of you might know, I live in the middle of the desert. I live in Abu Dhabi. We have a great supply of fresh fruit and vegetables. Unfortunately, it comes from all over the world, and we don't know the growing conditions of it. We don't know what type of water they're using. And you can understand, though we have everything, I don't know how long it's sat in cold store. So when Noreen said to me that this amazing product was coming to Abu Dhabi, she was like, give it a try, give it a try, give it a try. And I was finally jumped and said, okay, I will. And within 2 weeks, I was really starting to feel heaps better. I started with the premium caps, and it doesn't matter how much water you drink in the UAE, because it is so dry and so sandy, you're constantly suffering from dry skin and not really feeling all that well. We also have loads of sinus issues and problems like that. But I did notice within 2 weeks of starting to take the premium caps that my skin had really started to repair. Lots of circulation, and that's just continued to get better and better on the 6 months I've been on the product. Then around Christmas time, I started taking the complete shakes when I managed to get those into the UAE. Absolutely love this product. It was something that hadn't really grabbed me at first because, I never thought that I needed anything that was a meal replacement. I hadn't seen how that was going to fit into my life. But what I found as a busy mum, it was the perfect breakfast. I also suffer, funnily enough, from vitamin D deficiency. Because of the amount of sand in the air, we don't get enough vitamin D. So it was great to know that this product was also going to be giving me that, along with my fiber and my vitamin Bs, and yeah, it was brilliant. So that's kind of been it. But I've experienced a huge kind of jump in energy is also one of the main things. And also in the UAE, it's very multicultural, very diverse, but that means you've got people coming from all over the world constantly, which kind of meant that we're kind of sick all the time with different, not big bugs, but people are bringing different colds and flus, and you kind of feel like you always had the sniffles. And this has been my first year in 6 years where I have not had our winter cold, where I have been well. And also I've now just traveled to New Zealand and Australia, and I would always have gotten sick getting off of an airplane, get some sort of lurgy, and knock on wood, it's now been 10 days and there's just nothing. I feel fantastic. And I don't know that I felt better. So yeah, I guess that would be my product. I think it's just stellar. And for us in the Middle East, such a great product because it really is helping us bridge the gap. I know none of us, I think the World Health Organization, or not the World Health Organization, but the Imperial College London has just come out with a study saying we need at least 10 fruit and veg. And I don't know anyone who's getting that. And I feel really good knowing that I am, and that it's simple. You know, it's not anything contrived or difficult about it. It's a really simple product.
Awesome. Thanks, Maggie. That was fantastic. That was really, really good. So we're going to flick over to Lisa, the beautiful Lisa, who's going to share with us a little bit more about how our business site works. Oh, sorry, Lisa, I'll just unmute you. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know if I was doing it or you were doing it. Thank you, Noreen. Okay, so I'll just quickly share what attracted me to this business. So my background is just in admin. I shouldn't say just in admin. We are important. So yeah, I've worked in admin all my working life, and I've done various roles. But lately, last couple of years, I've really just hated it because it's just not challenging, and I feel like I was a bit stuck, and so I was sick of working for someone else, and I felt like I was selling my life, you know, by each hour that I was paid. So I was on the product first, and I loved it, and then I saw a post on my friend Ruth's Facebook page because she introduced me to the products, and it said own your own life, and I thought, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but I sort of had a feeling it might be the business side. I hadn't actually asked her about it, so I was curious, and I listened to a call quite similar to this one, and it just made complete sense to me. I just thought, yeah, I definitely want that. I would like to take control of my own life, because what I was looking at was I wanted to have my own business, and I had done a business course. I was halfway through a business course last year, and I thought, okay, I was going to become a life coach, and I'd already figured out what training I was going to do, and I had to figure out how much I was going to charge. And then I started realizing that wasn't going to be what I actually wanted, because I couldn't earn money if I wasn't working. And that sucks. So, you know, if I took 2 weeks off, I wouldn't be able to earn money while I took the time off, and I'd have to have so many clients in a week, and even setting up the business was going to be really hard because I'd be working full time and I'd be having clients all in my spare time. So this business just sounded really awesome, and I thought, well, you know, if I could even get, you know, an extra $100, $200 a month, that would be awesome, because then, you know, me and my husband, we could go out for dinner, and because we live week to week, and it wouldn't be you know, too stressful trying to find the money for that, or just having to say, well, we can't. So but then, like, being in the business for a little bit longer, I soon saw the full potential of what, you know, I could have, and I started dreaming bigger and thinking bigger, and now I'm really, really excited, because I can see, you know, I can see that my goals are going to be met. I want us to be debt free. we're chugging away at that. I want to be able to, we're at the age where I have a stepdaughter who's going to be 24 this year, and let's face it, there will be grandbabies in the future. We have teenage boys, so they can wait, but the grandbabies will be coming along soon. But she lives in Aussie and I live in New Zealand, so I just want to be able to have the freedom, like working for myself, and if I take time off, I'm going to have a residual income coming in, and we'll be able to afford to just pop over the ditch to see her whenever we want and go see our friends in Australia, because we used to live there. We've got plenty of friends over there that we just don't get to see. So I am super excited because we're going to be quitting our jobs within the next few years. Like, I at the beginning was saying, oh yeah, it's a good 4-year plan, but now I'm starting to pull that back a bit as well, because I can just see things moving really quickly, and I'm just over the moon that I even met Ruth and said yes to this awesome opportunity. So enough about me. Okay, so you might be thinking it's one of those things, but it's not, so don't worry. Those things have been illegal for quite some time, and I really like the way that it promotes the fact that you don't have to work 40 hours for 40 years and retire on 40% of your income like our parents. And, that's always been the way that we were told. You go to school or you go to uni, and then you get a good job, and then you work all that time, and then you retire. And some people these days, they aren't even getting to have a good retirement because they're ill, or their wife dies. You hear all these really sad stories that they work so hard and then they don't get to enjoy it. So, that's another reason why I'm doing this, is that, we can do these fun things when we're younger. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how or what this business looks like. But first, we will show you one of those things, which, funnily enough, is a normal traditional business, which looks like this. And at the top, you might have your CEO, and then down the next level, you might have your upper management, and then here you'll have your middle management, and then maybe some supervisors, and then down here you're going to have all the workers, and there's many positions down here, but the further you go up, there's less positions, and there's only the one at the top. And I guess you could think that the higher you go, you might get paid a bit more money, but you've also got a lot more responsibility and maybe a lot more stress. And in some of these places, like in the corporate world, you got to trample over people to get there. And that doesn't sit well with me, especially when it's cutthroat and things like that. So you'll have more stress, less time. And also, when you think about it, these people up here, they've got less time spent with their family as well. And none of us want that. We all want to have that extra time with our families and our children and our grandkids. And so our business is way cooler. So ours looks like this. So once again, you've got heaps and heaps and heaps of positions down here, and everyone starts at the same place, no matter what experience they have. Everyone's equal when they enter into our business, which is awesome because everyone has the same opportunity. So this is absolutely limitless. So it doesn't matter how far up you go, you get to NMD, which is our pinnacle position in our company, but everyone can get there. There's heaps of positions up here. It's limitless. So that's what I really, really love about this company, is that everyone has the same opportunity, and we can all get there. And it's everyday people. You don't have to be a public speaker. You don't have to have, what did they say? You don't have to be smart either. You just have to be teachable, trainable, be a really nice person, because in this business, it's just full of lovely people. Honestly, you can get so far if you're a nice person. What else can I tell you? Oh, yes. You can start your own business with us for $172.50. I think that's New Zealand, and I think is it 165? 165 Australian, which it should be 10 times more that, because I honestly see the value in this business, and it's just such a small starting cost to start up your own franchise. So I love that. I love that it costs hardly anything compared to what you can earn. So in this business, you can't get, oh look, the lid's around the wrong way. You can't get ahead without helping loads and loads of people. You get to help other people. I love that. You get to help other people get to their goals and have a lifestyle upgrade. More money means more choices, more time with kids, more travel, more time doing what actually makes your heart sing, what you love to do. You know, hobbies, etc. Be with people you love. And all you need is desire, commitment, and be teachable. That's really important. So you might be asking yourself, can I do this? I don't know enough people. Well, you don't need to, because the cool thing is that the way that people have actually built this business, they haven't known a lot of people. So I'll just show you what I mean by that. I'll start with the lovely Ruth's uplines. So you have Mark at the top, and Mark shared with John, and he also shared, with, the people that he loved and friends, family, people he met. John shared with heaps of people, like just maybe, your hairdresser or someone you went to school with. And then one of these awesome people was Ruth. You can tell I really like Ruth. Ruth. Okay, so Ruth shared this opportunity with lots of lovely ladies. And there is the awesome Sandy. She shared with Anna Marie. She shared with me. She shared with her mum. And they share. So my point is that Mark, he didn't know Ruth. Ruth didn't know Anna Marie. John didn't know me. You don't have to know a lot of people, because this is what we call the popcorn effect, is that people just start sharing with a few people, and then they. So I love that. I love that you don't have to know a lot of people, especially someone like, well, not someone like me, but, I'm one of these people that believes in quality, not quantity. So it's not like I had a huge amount of Facebook friends or, a hell of a lot of people that I could share with, but that didn't matter, because it's who you share it with. What else? All right, sorry, I have to read off my notes. Okay, so yeah, it's all about sharing, and then maybe you've got a gift to share, or you have a gift to share to change people's lives. So I love this business, and I love what it's going to do for me and my family, and what it already has done. So I will hand it back to you, Noreen. I'm not sure who's doing the next part.
Oh, good. Thanks, darling.
Thanks, darling.
I love the way So I'm just about money in this business, because sometimes we think money's a bit of a scary, dirty word, but at the end of the day, we do this business to absolutely share with people, but also to remember when I spoke in the beginning, that dream life. We actually, many of us need money to get there, so that's a part of what we do. When you buy your franchise, like Lisa said, which is, I think, is just cheap as chips as well, Lisa, when it's $1 million opportunity, or it can be, you are buying a tried and true system, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel with this. You're buying something that works, and we teach you and train you how to use that system to your advantage. So the way that we get paid is in 3 ways. The first way is retail sales profit. So all that means really is the more people that you put in contact with the company to purchase the product, the more money you get paid from your referral. What I love is that being a health practitioner, I used to have to keep all my own stock, and it was a pain in the bum. Whereas now I put an order in on my virtual office. I can do it from my phone or my laptop. All I need is an internet connection, and the company ships that product directly to the customer. I don't even have to touch it, which is fantastic. It's so much more streamlined. The company bills the customer, takes the money, all that stuff. So it's very simple. The second way we get paid is on percentage of sales or commission. And this is, I love this bit, this is kind of called the beach money. And the commission you make in your business goes up the further you go along. This is the true sort of residual income part of the business. And I didn't understand residual income until Christmas time when I went away on holiday, and my traditional business, my bank account went down because my rent was coming out and I wasn't earning anything because I was in Australia. And then when I got home, my Juice Plus check dropped into my account, and I was like, whoa, that is awesome. I just got paid while I was on holiday just hanging out with my family. And that's honestly the moment I went, okay, that is awesome. So I like the residual income. And the third way we get paid is through bonuses. So we have, we reward people in this business that use our system and do it well. But what I love about this business is a teach-to-teach business. You're not alone. I've been in business for a long time, and there's been so many times that I've just wished that I had somebody to hold my hand. And in this business, I've got multitudes of people I can call up at any point, even people not even in my team who give a shit about me, which I love that. It's not a cutthroat business. It's a loving, caring business. So with the bonuses, most businesses don't have bonuses anymore. They kind of became old-fashioned, unfortunately, because they're a really nice way to tell people that they're doing a good job. We have different levels in the business. You don't need to know all the letters. SDVF is one level of our business, and when you reach that level, you get, if you do the Rocket Way, which is the fast track, you can get a $400 bonus. But your sponsor also gets a $400 bonus. So let's say, for example, I help Maggie, who was on the call before, and she reaches SDVF. She receives $400, but I do too, because I've held her hand. I've coached her, I've helped her, I've got her back, so to speak. The next level of the business is SC, which is Sales Coordinator. That's a lovely $600 bonus. And the sponsor also gets $600 for helping them to get there, showing them the ropes. The next level is SSC, Senior Sales Coordinator, and it's a whopping $1,200 bonus, which is quite a lot of money, I must say. And the sponsor gets $1,200. The next level is QNMD, Qualifying National Marketing Director, and the bonus is $1,500, and the sponsor also gets $1,500. So it really, really works to help your team to build their business in our business, which is beautiful because it creates community. Now, we are lucky because we have the lovely Ruth on the call, who has reached this pinnacle position in the business in New Zealand. So I'm going to flick it over to her to share her story.
Thank you, Noreen. Yeah, I'll just share very briefly because we're still getting Nash on, Norris.
Yeah, she's supposed to be coming on. I've just flicked her a text.
No worries. Awesome. So I've been doing this business for a little over 2 years now, and I, coming from a background in the fitness industry, the products just made sense to me immediately. So I just wanted to put them into my body and just started recommending them to people because I loved them. And I found it grew very quickly and organically for me, a lot quicker than I expected. And I soon saw the potential in it. As I was self-employed, it was, same thing as Noreen. If I took holidays during the year, I wasn't getting paid. If my clients cancelled, I wouldn't get paid. If I was sick, I wouldn't get paid. If I wanted to start a family, my husband and I were at that point where we were talking about that and wanting to do that, I wasn't going to get paid if I wanted to be a full-time mum, and I really wanted that. So it was kind of the business was a solution to many worries that had been going through my mind, I guess. So I jumped on board. I was really ignorance and fire, didn't know what I was doing, but I had someone there to show me every step of the way, which is what's awesome about this business. You don't have to know everything at the start. You are helped and supported every step of the way. So just fast forwarding for me, 2 years down the track after joining, I had pretty much replaced my traditional income last year, and was able to step away from doing that and and making my Juice Plus income my main source of income. And it came at a time in my life where I had to make a decision, and we were trying to start a family and had some problems, and I had to really step back and eliminate the stress and busyness in my life, and focus on me and growing a healthy bubba. So I'm now 26 weeks pregnant with my first child, and super excited. And I've just been able to spend this pregnancy looking after myself and nurturing my baby, and have a stress-free pregnancy. What I'm super excited about now is that I have all those choices in my hands. When I have my baby in July, I am able to make that choice. I don't have to go back to what I was doing, before I did my Juice Plus business. I actually get to make that decision to be a full-time mum without having that financial pressure on us and still having to pay a mortgage. And because let's face it, these days, you do have to have that. It's hard surviving on one income when you have a mortgage and a family. So, and I'm really excited because, as you've heard, the potential in this business is limitless. So my paycheck continues to rise month on month, and I'm excited about the fact that I can have a family and still do all those things that I love to do, still have great holidays and travel, because I love to do that, and I love that I'll be able to give my family and my children all those experiences. So I'm very passionate about not only the products, but how I'm able to now help other women in being able to achieve what I have and what others around the world are having with this business. So I'm really excited.
Thanks, Ruth. I love hearing your story and to watch your journey in this business. And just, to let you all know, we're not actually in business together, Ruth and I, but we sideline buddies, and that's the beauty of the business. So the next position is NMD, National Marketing Director, and when you reach that, you get a $3,000, lovely little $3,000 big bonus. And we're very, very lucky to have the beautiful Nellie Baldock from over in Perth, WA, on the call, and she's going to share with us about her journey to NMD.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I've got Katie over here. I've got Taj behind me. We've got the whole office, my little team working away. So, hi guys, how are you? I tell you, I've done a million of these calls all over the world, and I will continue to do them because I absolutely love just really inspiring healthy living and a healthy lifestyle around the world. And one of the things that is the most amazing thing is that my whole life has changed because of, Juice Plus. 100%. I started this business with $50 in my wallet, huge debt over my head, and really didn't know what I was in for when I started. I started the product because of a health journey, and I started sharing it just really naturally. And then, 8.5 years later, life is very different. And I don't actually know what I would do without this incredible vehicle for change in humanity. We have a team of 1,600 distributors. We have an incredible customer base in 13 countries around the world. And, New Zealand is one of them. And I'm so proud of what Noreen is doing in New Zealand. And these girls together are working sideline buddies, and they're doing such amazing things for New Zealand. And you guys are so lucky to have each other there. Ruth, I just love you. But, the girls, we all have one thing in common. That one thing that we have in common is that we have a heart to see people have health and wealth. And the reason why wealth is so important, and so many people are so afraid of this whole money talk, but what we find is that when we increase our wealth, our health gets better because the stress is alleviated. I had no idea all those years ago that the thing that actually held me back in my health was one element of it. But as soon as I had enough money in the bank each and every month to have the freedom to choose to do what I needed to do for my family, for my son, I had no imposing threats of having a huge bill pop up and not being able to pay that. I was able to gift things downline to my team. I was able to gift to charities. I was able to help family members when things weren't okay. And just the knowledge of that actually just made me feel a lot calmer. But also the number one thing that I feel now moving forward in my Juice Plus business, that is I'm going to retire into this business. You know, and that's the most beautiful feeling in the world, is knowing that you retire into it. It's such a beautiful, soft, gentle business. And, you know, Bronwyn, my upline, she's 71. She's a little pocket rocket. She's amazing. And, you know, she doesn't work full time. None of us work full time. You know, at the higher ends, all we do is really create a little tiny platform for everyone to pool into, and we actually get a lot more freedom to do the things that we need to do. The thing is, what I love about this more than anything else is, one, you don't even know your best friends yet, which I love. It's my favorite saying in this business. You do not even know your best friends yet. And I love that, because this is such an amazing community. You know, I have, you know, 30 frontline best friends that I just absolutely adore. And, you know, without them, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So every little piece of their heart is in my heart, and vice versa. And I tell you what, that's the best thing about this. Secondly, the second thing I absolutely know to be true of this business is that the more love you give, the bigger your heart grows, and the stronger and more courageous and more confident you become. And then thirdly, as your wealth grows, your self-worth grows. And that is the most incredible thing I've ever experienced. You know, when you are being paid a little bit more each month, a little bit more, and it's only ever so incremental, when it does that, it grows great confidence. And people say, you know, wow, look at you, Nat, or look at you, Noreen, or look at you, Ruth. Wow, look how much you've grown into this place of confidence as a woman. And I think so many women have such a low amount of self-worth because they don't have a passion or a purpose or a mission or a vision. They have no vehicle for change. And this vehicle will help you create a legacy for your family. It'll help you have control and certainty over your life and your future. It will help you have variety because you're meeting all these amazing people and traveling all over the world. You know, it'll help you have complete and unadulterated love and connection with amazing people, and just feel it ticks all the boxes for a great vehicle as a lifestyle business. So I just wanted to say I absolutely love what I do, and if we can inspire any of you along this journey with us, we'd love to have you. All you need is a couple of things: a good heart, a need to help people, and a strong work ethic. If you have those three things, you're perfect for our business. If you don't think you have a strong work ethic, you know, you're probably wrong. When in network marketing, a strong work ethic is just to really pull into the system. Pull into the system each and every week, and just to make sure you show up, and then you will be very successful at this business. So I hope that that for anyone that is listening today, that this may have resonated with you slightly. But if not, this product is amazing, and we'd love to have you to anything that we would ever do moving forward.
Awesome. Thanks, Nat. Well, I'm excited again. Every time I hear Nat speak, I get this other little through my body. It's good. Thank you. That was awesome. To sum it all up, we want to thank everyone for getting on the call, for sharing, and if you're listening to the recording, for taking the time to listen to this call. And I want to take you back for a minute, back to that original vision that I got you to imagine, that life, that dream life that sometimes feels unattainable. And I want you to just think for a minute, if you don't change anything in your life in the next 1 month, or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year or 5 years, whatever it is, if you don't change anything, are you going to get anywhere close to that life, whether it's travel, spending time with your family, having being debt-free on your home, being able to raise your own children instead of putting them into daycare, whatever that is for you. And so what if this was it? All you need to do is just take one little step towards the person who got you onto this call or shared with you this recording. That's all you need to do. So thank you so much for listening, and thanks for everyone for sharing tonight. It was a really lovely call to be a part of tonight.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.